Welcome to the second episode here, and as you can see, we have our full elm and we have our Sarah plate legs. We're looking like just a straight up pro at the game. I mean, ignore the rune chain, but still, we're looking like a pro. And in this episode, we're gonna go for the, like the rest of the items are a bit expensive, and we're gonna go for the most expensive, which is the Berserker ring. We could just buy like a warrior's ring, which is way cheaper. But where's the fun in that, right? So we're gonna go for the Berserker ring, and I have 255k because I had to pay some taxes, so I lost like 5k just playing around with stuff. So yeah, what we're gonna be doing in this episode is mostly gonna be actually focused on just production stuff, because last episode I feel that we gained a bit too much XP, and I think that we need to tone down the amount of XP we're gaining. So yeah, this episode is going to be mainly focused on things that actually don't have any requirements, or at least I don't think they do. So yeah, obviously 255k are not enough to pay for the Berserker ring, which costs like 3 mil. So yeah, let's go into GE, and I'm going to buy some stuff, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to be doing. So the first item here that I want to buy are jugs. Then I want to buy buckets. These are all the items that we actually need, empty items, and well, you probably figured out what we're going to be doing. We're actually going to be filling them. We are left with 70k, which we're going to be using later on, don't worry too much about it. But yeah, we have 13k, which is the limit for each items, and I'm going to be filling them with water. Now, there's essentially two places you can do this at. One of those places would be, well, I mean, you have like the cooking guild, but that has some requirements. The first place would be Falador. As you can see, there's a water pump here, and the bank is right there. So it's actually pretty close to the bank, and it doesn't take too much time to fill stuff. However, the place I'm going to be doing it is actually in Osidius, or Zea, here, in the kitchen. Now, I don't know if you need any quest to enter Zea, I don't remember anymore, but even if you do, it's just like a level 3 quest, I'm pretty sure. And while you do need favor, because as you can see, 100%, so you need favor to use the kitchen. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you need favor to use the entirety of the kitchen, or just the ranges, right? I know that the ranges you definitely do need favor, the rest I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna be using this kitchen anyway. If you can't, just use Falador. Falador's pretty good anyway. I mean, this is early, oops. Yeah, use Falador, it's pretty close anyway, but yeah, I'm gonna be filling all of these with water, and I'll be back once they are filled. Okay, and here we are at the kitchen, and as you can see, there's a sink right there next to a bank, so it's actually gonna be incredibly easy to fill them here. We can deposit them, there we go, and then all we do is just this, and the character will fill the jugs on his own. It's not entirely FK, as it can fill it pretty fast, but yeah, it's not gonna take us too long, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's gonna take us like, I mean, it's gonna take us a couple of hours at least, but yeah, it's not entirely FK, but it's also not, super click intensive either. You just do this, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna be filling the buckets as well, and the teacups, and then I'm also gonna be doing bowls of water, because I couldn't buy those. As you can see, the offer was for the bowls. I couldn't buy them, but yeah, once I have GP, I will definitely do that as well, because we definitely need some GP for this episode. So we're just finishing here. Just took a little while longer than I thought it would take, but we're finally done with it. And I think we're gonna make a nice amount of money here. And I did say that I wanted money to buy bowls so I could fill with water, which is also a nice amount of profit. However, I hope I have GP, because I kinda wanna move on to do a different thing. So also this place is amazing. It's just like, just go and you just my internet is always lagging at this point. I don't know, like it just spends 24/7 lagging, but there we go. You don't even need to move, it's really great. And I want these 3 things. Oh my lord, it's lagging so hard. Anyway, let's go to the G and sell them off. Okay, there we are at the G, and hopefully all of these sell, because yeah, I kinda need some GP, and these, I don't know if they will. Probably I'm just gonna leave them there, but these should sell. So that's 400k. And this is 300. So these two, I'm pretty sure they should sell. Yeah, okay, so this insta sold 338k. Thank you for the GP, and I don't know if this is gonna sell, but this should sell. Okay, so ore buckets sold. So that's a nice profit, and not as good as the jugs, but at the same time it's easier to actually see them low. And so these are bronze bars finally. And if we go the capsule, I'm just gonna let them sell since they cost like only 3 GP each. I'll still make GP if I sell them for like 5, not as much obviously, but some GP is GP. So as you can see, jugs 50k, bought them for 4 each, sold them for 338, so a pretty good profit. Buckets 91k, sold them for 389, so yeah, overall not bad for just filling water. But now we're gonna actually go to our next money making method, which involves smithing. Okay, so I think that in terms of not requirements, or there not being any requirements, I think that the anvils here in the Rock West Bank are actually the easiest, so I'm just gonna be using them and do all of these bars. And all we're gonna be doing is actually, where is it? Dart tips, exactly. So each bar, which costs 200 GP, produces 10 dart tips. And as you can see, if you can price check internet, please. Do you not gonna... please? Okay, so they're 47 each. Each bar produces 10, so that's 400 GP essentially per bar. So essentially you're doubling your money with dart tips, which are very low level. I don't know which level actually you need. Actually, let me open this. Bronze. You need level 4 to make bronze dart tips. So I'm gonna make all of these bronze dart tips and then I'll be back, and hopefully I will have money for what I want to do. And we're almost done with this, so I have 15 bars left. As you can see, almost 35,000 dart tips. This is gonna sell for a nice amount of profit. So I'm just gonna make them and then I'm gonna sell them, and then I should have... There we go, we ended with 35,000 dart tips, and for a level 4 method, let's see how much XP I gained. So I've gained 43,000 XP. So not too bad, honestly, you know, for a level 4 method, it's pretty decent. Right, so my caps aren't selling, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. Maybe they do, maybe they do. Bit of a fail thing, but this should sell for 1.5 mil, and okay, we need to wait a little bit for them to sell, but clearly they do sell, so that's good. Alright, so it just sold. We got almost 1.5 mil, which means that we can actually get to do the next money making method, which I have been meaning to do for a while. I was just trying to accumulate some GP, so I can actually have something to go off of, which is tanning cow hides. And we're gonna tan leather, specifically art leather, as I believe that is better profit at the moment, even if it's a bit slow at selling. It should be fine, I think. Let's just bump this up a bit and buy it. Okay, it's buying. It's a bit expensive at the moment, but maybe we can do some cow killing or something like that to collect some leather later on. But for now, I'm just gonna tan it after I buy it, of course. Okay, so it's the next day, and yeah, this didn't sell. I'm gonna try and just dump them, but yeah, the cow hides did buy, and yeah, we can finally tan some leather. Okay, so what we'll actually be doing, because you know, it's just like a read. You go from the bank, and then you go to the tanner. It's pretty simple. I could use the crafting guild, which is actually not the slowest, the fastest. And art leather, there we go. Just like that, super easy. But I could use the crafting guild, which is the fastest. But it requires either 99 crafting or the art Felidor Diaries, and I don't think most players will like that. But yeah, if you have that, definitely use that. You just need to go upstairs and yeah, you have a tanner there. It's way closer to a bank, but for free players or for players that are just starting out the game, this is your best option. We finally finished tanning the hides, so we're gonna finally sell them. I also had to lower the price there. We're not gonna make as much GP as I thought, but yeah, 1.8 mil if they sell. I don't know if they sell because it's art leather, so yeah, but we should be looking to make like 500k I think from it, so yeah. Okay, there we go, we sold everything. It took us like 4 hours to sell, and yeah, it took a little bit of a while. I guess, you know, I don't have the biggest market share, I guess, or the biggest volume when it comes to it, but regardless, we made like 50 GP profit on each, more than that. So now that we have almost 2 mil, I think that it's fine to it's time to finally get it home. So we're gonna finally be doing one of the best methods when it comes to moneymaker that requires pretty much nothing when it comes to just stats. I think I can buy like 10k. And then, so because then each normal log costs like 100 GP at the sawmill to turn into planks, so that should be around 1 mil, 1.8. Yeah, I think that's enough. If it's not, then I can just sell some planks, but yeah, so I'm gonna turn them into planks. There are only 3 sawmills in the game, so pretty much what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using the west bank, or the east bank rather, go to the sawmill and then go back. There are a couple of other options. As you can see, you have the Ring of Elements, you have the balloon here as well, you have the lumberyard teleports and whatnot. I'm just gonna walk it out because, again, you know, I don't want to invest GP into that. Or you could actually just use the woodcutting guild instead, which as a bank, sawmill right there. It's a much shorter walk, but you do need level 60 woodcutting, I think, and you do need like 75% favor to enter. But yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing, and I think that after this, we should actually have enough GP to finally buy our Berserker Ring. Okay, so a disaster has happened because, as you can see, I have 3 mil in my inventory that came out of nowhere, which were the platinum tokens I had in my bank, because I had like 5 mil in my bank before I started the series, and I converted it into platinum tokens to, well, not mix with the series. And I did my planks and then went to raid, or I was invited to raid. So I converted my platinum tokens into GP so I could buy supplies, because I didn't have supplies, and I completely forgot I had GP already in the inventory, so I just banked it, or in the bank from the inventory yesterday, banked it, and now it's all together. So I don't actually remember how much GP I got left from all of the planks. If I remember correctly, it was something like 100 something K, but I don't necessarily remember. So there's 100k in this pile that is supposed to be from the series itself that I got left from the planks, because all of the planks cost me 1 million GP to convert into planks, and I had like 1.1 something, you know, million, I don't remember. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna forget about this 100k, I'm just gonna convert everything back into platinum tokens, and I really hope I don't actually forget it again, because yeah, but we did the planks. Look, I did not have any staminas or anything like that, and I was legitimately taking like 2 minutes back and forth. So it would take me like a minute walking there, and then it would take me another minute to come back, so I was doing like legit like 20 runs per hour. It wasn't very pleasant, but you know, I did eventually do again. Like it took me like 15 hours, I think, something like that. So yeah, like I think I was actually doing less than 20 runs per hour. I think maths, yeah, I don't know, like took me a long time. Regardless, I just do stupid fucking grinds all the time, but we have the planks here, that's what matters, and we can actually sell them. And I'm just, the active traded price says that I'm gonna try and sell them for this, because it would actually be nice amount of GP. I'm just gonna leave them overnight, maybe, okay, maybe not selling them like that, maybe I'm gonna like, okay, you know, lower the price a little bit, but I don't want to lower the price too much, because I think that, like, you know, it would be nice to have an please. Do I just leave them selling, or do I dump the, okay, I want to get at least 3 mil from it, because, you know, kind of 3 mil. Oh my lord, okay. Okay, so they are selling, although a bit slowly, but they are selling, so I'm gonna leave them, probably just gonna go do something else, and then I'll come back, because, you know, at least 3 mil from fucking 15 hours of grinding should be good enough, and I'm gonna bank this, and I'm gonna try and not forget. But look, at my level, if someone invites you for a raid, you just go on the raid, you know what I mean, because that's how I make most of my GP. Okay, you know what, this is maybe taking a little bit too long to sell. Yeah, we've sold like 4,000 planks, I think. It's taking, I'm gonna bite the bullet, I'm just gonna sell it, because I want to move on, because we still have other things to do. As you can see, the offer was there for 40 minutes pretty much, and after 27 it wasn't selling anymore, so I'm just gonna dump them and hope for the best. And yeah, 2.9, it should still be enough, I think. Berserker Ring. Yeah, exactly. Oof, just barely. But I should be able to buy it. Yes, let's go. 70 Okay, and a Berserker ring for our troubles. And with that, we have a couple of other items to go. I just realized, where's my blessing? Wait, hold up. Okay, my blessing was in the bank. I completely forgot that I banked it for the raid. But yeah, we have a couple of items left to go, and we're almost there.